So what do photo albums have to do with cleaning up the News Leader office? Well, let me tell you, it was something we did off and on for a number of years, and that is we would actually keep some of these waxed back pieces of paper, usually photos, and as I've explained in a previous video, we used to run these things through a wax machine so we could lay them out on a page. Well, some of the photos we would actually keep, simply because with the digital cameras we were using, we just didn't have the computer space to actually keep files forever, and without a lot of these photos and negatives, we just thought, well, you might want to save some of these photos, and there's a good possibility that some of them may be needed for future reference, like as a file photo or something. So I'm just kind of flipping through a few of these and finding it kind of amusing, some of the things we kept copies of, but also quite amazed in another respect, and that is how many people in our community were involved in nonprofit organizations, which continues to be the case. But it's, I look at some of these, and look how young Tina is, for example. I'm just looking at some of these people I know, and it's like, oh my goodness. This is not that long ago, but it's long enough that these Ted, oh my goodness, and Earl, and oh my goodness, some of these people have just, oh wow, I'm just kind of amazed at some of the people I'm coming across in this particular album. Anyway, as it turns out, I'll be donating these to the museum as soon as I'm done with the cleanup today. These will definitely end up in the museum for sure, but a lot of different events were recorded, and this is something I actually explained when I took a bunch of photos to the local museum. I said, news photos are a lot different to your regular family photos. Here's an example. They're usually photos of events that take place in your community, and although some of them are staged and some are posed, like this particular photo, there's activities that get recorded as news items that maybe families don't record. And oh yeah, I love this. This one is kind of significant to me for a number of reasons. This is when the night deposit safe at the CIBC in downtown Princeton was plucked by this unit. Now, the interesting thing is the building in the background here, it wasn't at the time, but currently, as of, until the end of this month, is the home of the News Leader. In fact, right behind this particular window is where I'm currently standing. This is my office right in here. So, it wasn't at the time of this incident, but it is now, and has been for the past 12 and a half years. We moved into this storefront in February 2004, and as we're closing the business, we're emptying it out, and we will be out of this store location at the end of this month, which is August 2016. Anyway, just a couple of photo albums with all sorts of different photos that we would keep. Again, these are the waxed pages that we would have our papers built on, and a lot of these photos, as it turns out, would have the wax on them, and so instead of putting them on these pages like you would normally do, these peeling them open, because these had wax on them, it was easy just to plop them right on there. Oh, look at Lyle and Ted, and oh my goodness, like I say, it's just amazing going through some of these photos and seeing some of the people who I've known in the community. Look how much, look at Karen and Ruby, and oh my goodness. Okay, that's it. I got to stop this so I can take a look at these.